Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Don here, your dance mentor, and today we're going to be checking out Dreamcatcher's Full Moon. So I just finished their recent comeback, which was Odd Eye, and as you guys know, I went through this whole journey of going through Dreamcatcher's whole nightmare storyline from Chase Me all the way to Odd Eye. But I have there were some music videos that were kind of off or standalone, and one of them is Full Moon. And so starting with Full Moon and onwards, I'm going to be kind of reacting to the missing things that I missed here and there. So we will get to more special clips of Dreamcatcher, and also I know Sua's choreography, so I will be checking that out sooner or later. But yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to Full Moon, especially because I know that's highly requested from you guys, you insomnias, to have me check that out. So here we are. We're going to be checking out their somewhat performance version and also their dance practice version. But we're going to be starting off the dance practice version and just work our way up to its costume and actual performance. So before we get into this video, however, hold up just a second, y'all. I noticed a lot of you guys who watch my channel are largely unsubscribed. So if you have been enjoying my videos, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for updates on new releases. It supports me, but also allows me to better understand what kind of value I can provide to you guys in the future. Thanks so much, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's in black and white. Hold on, sorry. There's captions. Always gotta check the captions. But interesting how it's somewhat, well, it's 1080p apparently, but the quality, the resolution actually seems a lot lower. I just think that's a interesting take. Hold on. It just started way too fast. Okay, here we go. Starting off on the floor. There's the rock. There's the guitar. Man. So far, one of their cleanest sets. Ooh, I love that. I love that little roll off. Ooh, I love that. Ooh, that was cool. Okay. Nice. Nice use of showmanship there. Ooh. Nice. Oh, dude, the guitar riffs are so. Ah. Ooh, I love the level changes here. Ooh. Nice. Ooh. I love the use of like there were so many circles used in this dance. They were drawing circles. They were creating like these like upward like full moon shapes. Again, like they're taking. I love when groups take a specific concept, a very simple concept, and they start to draw out or try to be creative with that in a way. Like they're either creating small circles or they're even just like swinging their arm in like this rotation, right? Or there's sometimes like gyrating like circular body movements that we see. But yeah, that was really interesting, and I just think the whole black and white thing kind of set the mood a bit. But yeah, I kind of want to see this in full costume and in full like cinematic effects. So again, we're gonna check out the performance version, and then we'll try to dive deep into this one a little bit. Interesting. It's like kind of like off-white. It's not fully saturated. There's no color whatsoever. Again, like I'd say so far this is probably one of their cleanest sets. And I think one of the advantages that they're utilizing is these circles that I'm talking about. There's not so far like the movement that we've seen in the practice version. There's not a lot of like weird angles, because when you get to weird angles, it's harder to find and match those pictures with other members. Like you'll see that a lot in other routines, but for this one, this is pretty much clear. It's a lot more clear and a lot more, I wouldn't say simple, because there's still a lot of heavy choreography. There's a lot of like formation changes and transitions, but in terms of matching like pathways of their movements and also holding certain pictures, the dance is clean. Again, we're drawing like simple circular formations here. Yeah, very. Okay, so I want to talk about this. I wish I maybe paused it in the practice version, but this whole position that they held was such a moment. Ah, man, okay. But it just carries such a drop in transition. So we started off really, we sort of worked our way up and build up to the chorus. From first, things were, all you heard was the pianos basically. And when it started to ramp up to the pre-chorus and then to the chorus, obviously there's going to be a lot of energy. The movement is very energetic. I can even feel like the bounce that they have. Like I wouldn't really call it a groove, but I mean, essentially like that's kind of like their little foundation for the chorus, is like there's this very energetic jumpiness. And then we get to like this transition when they drop here in this squatting like horse stance. Ooh, like I just, it's such a moment. I wish they didn't have to, transition right away, but. And then right here, I know in singing the practice version, I did love how the transition to smoothly focus on one member, which is here, Suwa. And then I know that they were holding this like little moon position. Very, very smooth. Very clean. Again, like it's just, they're utilizing great, simple yet effective transitions. And I love how they're creating like pathways for themselves. Like it gives them a nice entrance. So here we already, like we see two lines to create this like diagonal pathway for Gahyun. And I think we saw that in the beginning as well with Yuhyun. And it just feels like you're kind of leaving them out into, you're giving them this red carpet kind of entrance. And I just love that. I love how they're using that to effectively show someone, because it's their line, or it's their turn to take the spotlight for a little bit. I just thought of something funny. Call this like the shopping cart like formation change or transition, where they well, they go down and duck. But you see that a lot, especially in like in my community, whenever we have dance competitions or dance shows, you'll see that a lot in large number of groups, because that's pretty much the standard, transition to go from formation to another formation. It's not my favorite, because I feel like there are other ways where you can get to certain spots, and they've done that. And this is just like, it just happens to be a shopping cart transition. I'm like, oh. I just think that's really funny. I do love this part. I just love the stark, like, and sharp motions that they're using. I again, like, when we come to Dreamcatcher and the electric guitar playing, every time it ramps up, they're always like let's get to sharper lines, and like let's just execute even more. Like there's always like, when you think about like electric guitar, I sort of think of electricity. And when I think of electricity, I think of like zigzags or like 45-degree angles, and like that's kind of like what I'm seeing, and it fits well visually. And so I'm glad it's not like they're using feminine motions on the guitar. They're not drawing curves, but it fits well within the choreography in relation to the instrumentation of the song. I just think it's fitting. Okay, with Dami, she has a voice. And she has a great rapping voice. And I don't think she realizes that, because whenever I see rappers, try to perform within their own like solo parts, their own sections, usually like sometimes like their voice isn't as deep, or they wouldn't have like this tone, this certain tone. And so in order to sort of carry themselves is the way they perform in movement. And so in movement, like you'll have things like gestures, like if I'm gonna rap like this, you know what I'm saying? Or it's all about the eye contact, or simply put, it's the posture and the demeanor that you give off. And for her, she has the voice, but I feel like she just doesn't even try. Like in terms of her own movement, like I've seen it in Scream and then I've seen it in Boca. Like her maybe her movement in terms of her rapping could have matched a little bit better, but it doesn't matter for her because she doesn't have to, because she already gives off like this rapper vibe, and she just she's so gifted. And like she really doesn't have to try, and like that's just what I'm seeing. Like I just feel like she doesn't try, but she doesn't have to, and it's like it's a little unfair. I'm gonna be honest. I love this part. Like this little teeter-totter effect. Oh man, okay, first of all, I don't know what the meaning of... Oh my god, there is captions. Keep forgetting that. But especially for this part, where they're dragging... There's Handong and Sua. I don't know, like, I think it's because of the little... I don't know what the sound is called, like these little, like these xylophone, like progression, how it kind of like falls deeper in like intonation. Like it's so weird, it's so creepy, and you can see that with the way they walk, like they're walking on, like they're taking two counts. So doom, 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 and it just carries off like the current switch up of like that certain section within the song, like the dragging and also the slow strutting that the members are doing. Like it's creepy. I just love like uneven, lines when you're playing with diagonals, but you're still differentiating it or giving it, you're giving it interest. You're making it like interesting by creating different levels, and I like that. You got this little teeter-totter effect. I love that. It's really interesting too, because when I see this, like obviously this is one of their first eras, or maybe this is like roughly a year after they debuted, and you can tell the transition from around this era and up until now. You can see it in like their facial expressions, that they're not yet commanding. And maybe that has to deal with the lore too, because they're not all quite in their dark psyches yet, or their dark sides. But when you look at Boca, Scream, Odd Eye, like they're in it and they're staring down and eating up the camera. But for here, like you see a lot of innocence, and that goes with the costumes that they have, the tone of the song, I just think that's like a really nice contrast and like a really nice like starting point from like their beginnings up until, up until Adai or the Dystopia series. Like they just, they changed in some way. Like it gives that maturity in growth. So that's really cool. That's really cool to see. And it's nice to revisit something that's going back. Like even though I haven't gotten to this, and I mainly paying attention to the main title tracks, but this is a very nice B-side. Or is it even a B-side? Maybe it is a title track. But anyhow, like I just think it's a very nice change of pace because it's not yeah. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But yeah, I want to know what you guys think. So if there's anything I missed, or maybe you found something unique within this specific dance routine, because it's like some of you guys have been telling me this is one of their like most beautiful choreographies, and I'd have to agree. And also I'd like to add, like, this is again like probably their most cleanest sets so far. But yeah, there's still more that I'm going to be watching. I can't wait, especially to check out Sua's choreography, and also Red Sun, which she also choreographed, but is also their B-side. So again, we'll get there. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. And also, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. So peace out and stay,